Habs lose to TO, but not in OT. Right here, Talking Habs with Rick, #1 hockey channel. Okay, so before we get to that, please subscribe and ring the bell, and that'll notify you of all my videos as they come out. Question of the video: are you still looking forward to a Montreal-Toronto playoff matchup? You can leave a comment in the comment section below, and I read all my comments and I respond. Okay, so the game started off not as quick-paced and opening goal like last couple of games by Montreal. First 7 minutes, though, Toronto's got a few chances, and you can see that Price is on his game. He's going to have a good game. Habs opened the scoring at 8:07 on a shot by Kulak from the point. Kulak, I don't know how to pronounce his name. He takes a shot from the point. Anderson makes the save. Shaw is in front, gets the rebound, and he gets 2 shots at it to put it in. Babcock challenges that for interference, but the ruling is good goal. So that's 8:07. Shaw's 13th from Kulak and Domi. And the Habs, you can see, they got their legs now. They're starting to be all over the place, all over the Leafs. Then, I guess 4 minutes later, Petrie carries the puck in over the line. He veers off to the left. He gets near the corner and he just spins around and whips a pass off cross ice to Tatar right on the tape, and Tatar buries it. So this Tatar is 21st from Petrie at 12:44. Yeah, so the Habs get a power play at 13:24, and you're going, oh, maybe they'll get one, and they do at 13:52. A power play goal by Petrie is 11th. He showed great patience, holding on to the puck from the point. And just holding on to the puck. I don't know what he was waiting for, but he puts one in over Anderson's shoulder. And at this point, I'm thinking, boy, did I get this game wrong? Because I kind of called it for Toronto in my pregame, and it just doesn't look like it looks like I'm wrong, and I'm happy I'm wrong. But yeah, so it was a great job by Shaw being a pest in the first period, drawing another penalty to Toronto. And almost like Toronto's not caring about penalties because they disrespect our power play, I guess. So yeah, that seems to be what's happening there. Shots on goal 20 for Montreal, 11 for Toronto. Montreal went 1 for 3 on the power play. Toronto didn't have any power plays. It was a really good period by Montreal. They were just flying. They dominated Toronto, and yeah, just a good overall period. And let's just hope the whole game goes like that. Second period, Habs take an early penalty. And on that, Matthews, wrist shot from the point, from the top of the circle, actually, right along the ice and right through the 5-hole. So at 2:13, Matthews is 29th from Riley and Tavares on the power play. There was a mad scramble in front of Anderson at about the midway point. Byron and Domi with 2 good chances there. So, it's back and forth. Nobody's dominating in this period. A much more even period so far. And good flow back and forth. Habs transition game is, again, having another good night. The transition, just as soon as they get the puck, tearing down the ice as quick as they can. There was a bad call by the ref for interference on Lehkonen. Was not interference. It was a bad call. And then on a great passing play, it really was a great tic-tac-toe type of passing play to create an opening for Tyler Ennis to Price's right, and Ennis buries it. So it's a power play, his 8th goal from Marlowe and Nylander at 18:06. So a bad call by the ref, and it's 3-2. Habs not being outplayed, but have to stay away from any penalties in the third. Leafs power play is just too strong. That's 2 power play goals in that period. Shots on goal. Montreal 11, Toronto 14. Toronto 2 for 2 on the power play. Montreal no power plays. Third period comes along. The Leafs tie it on a crazy bounce off the boards. Excuse me. Price went behind the net to corral the puck as it was coming along the boards, and it must have hit something because it bounced straight out into the front of the net. Who was there? Nylander was there. And it was just an easy empty net goal. Price scrambled to get back, but not even close. So that was at 6:58. Nylander is fourth from Marlowe and Muzzin. I didn't write much for this period at all, especially up to that point. Not much else happened. It was a good flow and everything, and that one goal. I don't know if there was a one penalty by Toronto. So at 18:10 though, Hyman gets his 12th. He scores with 2 minutes left. He gets that from Marner, and at that point, that was the game. Price, and you could tell the next goal was going to be the game winner. Price gets pulled, and at 19:02, empty net goal by Janssen, 17th from Marner and Matthews. Then there's a second empty net goal by Hyman, his 13th. I think it was unassisted at 19:37, and obviously game's over. So Montreal held on for 55 minutes, and then it fell apart. It was a disappointing 4 shots in the third. That's all they got. Shots on goal, Montreal 4, Toronto 11. So very disappointing 4 shots. A bad bounce off the boards. A bad penalty call in the second. And this could have been a different outcome. They need to put this one behind them and move on to New Jersey and the next game. It was a good effort all around, and they can be proud. And that they can. And look, I called the Toronto win because I knew it was going to be a tight game. And if it went into overtime on 4-on-4, Toronto they're too hard to corral 4-on-4. And it's kind of what played out. It didn't get into overtime, but they were just too tough. They've got too much firepower right now. And the Habs gave it a great effort, and they should be proud. I'm proud of them. So, yeah. They can move on to New Jersey, and they've got 3 winnable games coming up. I don't think this should just roll off their back. This is nothing. It's not so disappointing, really, in the long run. They'll bounce back from this, and they'll be fine. That's what I think. So hopefully that doesn't piss anybody off. I'm sorry. It's my attitude. Yes, and go Habs go. I love my Habs, but it's just another game. It's not the end of the world. There's plenty of time left, and in the end, you know what? If we end up keeping this wild card, we will end up playing in the Metropolitan Division against their teams, and that can only be a benefit to us. So maybe looking at this game, saying we don't want to face the Lightning right now. We don't want to face Toronto. So this could be good for everybody. Okay, so there you have it. Maybe not my best review. I'm sorry. Let's see. So just please like if you liked it, and dislike if you didn't. I'm sorry. Subscribe, ring the bell. You'll be notified of all my videos as they come out. Question of the day: are you still looking forward to a Montreal-Toronto playoff match, or like me, I kind of hope they keep the wild card and they move over to the Metropolitan Division for the playoffs? So leave a comment in the comment section below. I really appreciate that. I read them and I do respond. And thank you for watching. I'll put up a video or 2 over here. Appreciate it if you guys check that out. And that's pretty much it. Next game is on Monday. I'll be doing preview and post game, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.